Every day I'm doing mining, every day the market's going down, and I'm tired of it, I'm tired of it, I'm tired of it, I'm tired of it. Come on, market, I need you to pump, but every time there's new tariff, they say it makes us one down. Bitcoin is $1 trillion asset. How could I not want more of it? This is crazy. I'm expanding my Bitcoin mining hash rate by about 25%, basically adding a whole petahash of Bitcoin mining power, specifically with not one, but two, wait, no, three Bitmain Antminer S21 XP's 270 terahash per second Bitcoin mining rigs. And now I'm out here on the mining farm. We're going to throw these into one of our new digital shovel nanopods, which is basically plug and play mining solution. So I'm really excited to just kind of go from, based on these prices and a little bit of a budget, I'm ready to roll and further expand this. And hey, I'm Vosker on the VoskCoin YouTube channel. We're out here on the VoskCoin mining farm where I do air cooled and liquid cooled and other types of mining out here. And the bottom line is, if you're a subscriber, which means you're awesome, you may know that I've been going back and forth about adding more Bitcoin mining hash rate. But some of these little shitty and sometimes big shitty altcoin miners are burning me out so heavily that I said, you know what? Give me the biggest and best you got Bitcoin miners, because that's where I want to spend my money right now. Some people buy the dip with cryptocurrency. Some people buy the dips with stock. Some people don't buy the dips. So they'll always live in the dip. Me? Well, actually I did those two other things, but I'm also buying the dip with miners. Because I didn't come this far, I didn't push this hard to just give up now. So shut the f up, me, and let's plug these things in. It's the key code. All right, I need to pull this out. I need to deal with this. Always something to do. I just got these 3 miners in from ASIC Marketplace. No, let me just really spell this out. I bought these. I just purchased these. I paid thousands and thousands of dollars for each of these Bitcoin mining rigs, because somewhere along the way, you maniacs subscribed to the channel. VoskCoin got a little bit of popularity, and people think that just because they see a high subscriber count, that I don't have huge bills and reinvest in my business constantly to keep growing, to keep grinding, to keep chasing the dream. I spent $13,000 just in my electricity bill this month. So huge shout out to ASIC Marketplace for getting me a great deal on these miners, shipped quickly, and do your own research and all that stuff, but I didn't get hit with any tariffs along the way. Incredible. Some people look for the cheapest deal, save a couple bucks. But you can save a couple bucks with our coupon code VoskCoin, to save some coin. Furthermore, if you're always chasing the cheapest deal, you may get scammed or just get bad customer service. There's a key reason we only work with a few companies. Hey, follow your boy on Twitter, let's go. All right, let's pop this open. Let's get to it. Come here. Engaging, super cool flip technique. Power cable. I'm glad they're still sending these with their miners. This is one of the best things that Bitmain is doing. They basically forced us all to go to this new power cable, which sucked, but they're giving us a power cable with the miner. So actually, in a way, it's kind of better than it's ever been, because you definitely didn't get a power cable with the previous generation, or the previous generation, or the previous generation of Bitmain Antminer Bitcoin miners. Right. Now this is the double flip. No! That could have been better. Yep, that could have been better. Holy Holy moly, he's a big boy. Do not talk to him like that. Okay, let's do it again. Oh yeah, another one. Very good, very good. Let's do it again. Another power cable. You love to see it. Look at these gems! A couple weeks ago, these each would have made me like 20 bucks a day. But with the market conditions, I'm only gonna pull about $4 to $5 after my electricity cost. But that's okay, because honestly, things are pretty rough right now. We still have a pretty big runway before the Bitcoin halving, the next Bitcoin halving, I should say. And these are one of the best bang for buck Bitcoin miners when you are focused on Bitcoin mining efficiency, which is absolutely just integral for the VoskCoin mining farm out here, because my electricity rate is about 7.5 cents, or I just kind of call it 8 cents all in. We have a couple electric services out here that are actually still at about 10 cents, but within the next several months, I will have all of those upgraded to about 7.5 cents per kilowatt hour. Oh, yeah. You may notice I have another miner that I haven't said anything about. That's a Bitmain Antminer L9. Best in class VoskCoin miner, unless you count the new, basically unreleased, but of course they announced it early, AlphaPex DG2 miner, which also means that Bitmain is going to have an L9 Plus or some other better version of their Dogecoin miner that they're going to release imminently. But the bottom line is, I'm taking that out of VoskCoin HQ over there and moving it into one of our new nanopods, because it's getting warmer. Granted, it's cold today, but summer is coming. That doesn't sound that cool, but you're like, winter's coming. Like that kind of sounds cool. I don't know, summer doesn't really do it. All right, so I'm kind of breaking the rules. We just got this, so I still need to set these up, which basically make sure that you're not sucking in any exhaust air with the official nanopod design. Also, we just ran some Ethernet cables. I had my electrician actually do this piece, and I don't know what happened. I needed to double check, but for some reason these Ethernet cables are not working. So I'm jumping Ethernet just from the Minipod M300, which you can't see through all this electrical infrastructure. Haha! He's over there. And anyway, I just need to fix that up. So I'm checking the super quick lazy boy to get these things operational ASAP. I just ran a little Wi-Fi jumper with our Eero mesh network. And so I'm running that into the supplied Ethernet switch. And I'm just trying to get these online today. So with that said, let's get the wiring. But first, a couple pictures. Okay. All right. This is a big boy. I didn't think that was gonna fit. All right. So this is 8.5 inches tall. When I measure an L9, it's 7 3/4. An L9 is also the same size as a standard S21 miner. Let me just see if this will fit. Coming in at the perfect angle. No. Ah, it's too tight. Dude, I'm telling you, man, miners are getting heavy these days. Let me pop this back sheet out for a second. Let's get this plugged in. Not making great time. Okay. One's in. Two's in. Three's in. Wow, that is such a tight fit. That's crazy. So if I pull these up just barely. Wow, you know what? I'm getting some cutters. So if you order a digital shovel nanopod, you tell them what miners you're going to use, and they give you specific back sheets for it. So I have them on the way, and some people be like, well, why don't you just wait, whatever, because that's not the kind of guy I am. Okay, so I'm going to cut these up. So a little snip right here, right? And then I'm just going to come from the inside and try to keep a straight line. I'm going to bend this out of the way so I don't cut myself. It's hard to get that angle. I'm going to try to just do this as straight as I can. I should really bring my jigsaw out here. Alright, I lied. I'm not going to do this way. I'm going to bring my jigsaw out here, and I'll just be able to zip that so quick and easy. So we'll come back to that. By pushing these as close as I possibly can together, I'm basically just going to need this amount of space on the left and right side, and then the shelf actually seals the top with this row sizing, and the air will only be being pushed right through these miners when I deploy the rest of the gear I have in here and get everything sealed up. Yeah, I don't know, I'll try that. Okay. Just running some quick Ethernet through here. Wow, I am running out of time. Oh my gosh. My fingers just got... Oh. Let's power them up. Power 3 on. All right, I got these things plugged in. Just punched in my mining pool information real quick. I'm gonna let them run. I'm gonna let these run for a few days. We'll check out their performance, make sure these things are all good to go. And hopefully in between then, I will fix my Ethernet situation and tidy up these wires a little bit more. I actually really like how the wire management came out on the S21 XP level. I think that's nice and tidy. Ethernet's basically disappearing. And obviously on the top shelf, I need to come back through and correct that. And this is a really good example of an S21 sizing versus S21 XP. When you look at that upper shelf and then you look at the lower shelf, how different it is. Yeah, I'll shoot a little slice in for this, but man, I am stoked, I'm excited. I'm gonna be earning more Bitcoin. And I talked about Bitcoin per day, but here's a breakout on screen of approximately what I'm projected to mine in Bitcoin daily, monthly, and annually. But annually, you know, it's gonna change so much, it's gonna be inaccurate. But it's fun to see, I guess. Bam, first time we pulled 100 amps in here. Ooh, 101, 85. He's crashing, he's crashing. Woo, he's flatlining. So how have these XPs been doing anyway? Well, check this out, and this isn't an ad, they didn't pay me. I feel like I need 20 disclaimers on everything these days. It's tiring, okay? If I'm excited, they must have paid Vosk all this money. No, dude. Yes, we have a reduced fee on brains. No, I have no obligations tied to it. Look at that efficiency, 12.5, 12.6 watts per terahash, reporting 3,624 watt usage, okay? Nearly 290 terahash a second. Let me show you what a typical XP looks like. Average hash rate as reported by the miner, 274 terahash a second. This is my best performing XP on brains, averaging truly 291 terahash per second over the last day. And this is typical performance. Let's just keep going back. And you'll see that it's been right up there. Now let's look at my best performing S21 XP not on Brains OS. 274 terahash a second. Great performance. Mining at a higher hash rate than it was advertised and sold as. But Brains OS is essentially giving me 15 free BitX gammas on top of this, all while using basically the same amount of power per the OS. However, a new batch, forgot to turn my light on. Oh, my light's not even working. Maybe that's why it's not on. Since I ordered these, a new batch of S21 Plus and S21 Pros have come out at a pretty cheap watts per terahash. And to be frank, I prefer Canon miners over Bitmain miners. The Canon miners have just simply been holding up better. But I have a high electricity rate, so I wanted to get my average watts spent per terahash of Bitcoin mining hash rate down significantly, which is why I bought some of these. The weakest link by far in my mining operation is simply my electrical cost, my raw cost per kilowatt hour. It's expensive for me to mine compared to some mining farms that could have half my electricity rate. I'm at about 7.5 cents on my best meters. All of my electrical meters will get down to that price sooner or later. Well, actually sooner, to be clear. But anyway, that's the latest. I'm here, I'm in the trenches, I'm fighting, I'm mining, going after it. I hope you can say the same.